Hello everyone, I hope you are good today. How South African returnees can monetize their experience is what I'm talking to you about in this video today. On this channel, I teach you how to make money both online and offline. In recent weeks and months, many Nigerians in South Africa and many Africans in South Africa have been asked to leave. Whether they have legitimate reasons to stay or no legitimate reasons, many because of fear and many other factors have left South Africa. So in this video, how South African returnees can monetize their experience is what I want to show you. Hope is not lost as you are back in your country, whether Mozambique, whether Rwanda, whether any other country that you are back in, whether Malawi or Nigeria, there's still a lot that you can do. So the return of Nigerians and other Africans from South Africa has generated a population of individuals with heterogeneous skill sets acquired through formal employment, informal entrepreneurship, and survival adaptation in a competitive economy. These skills represent potential economic capital, but only if systematically identified, validated, and monetized within the Nigerian context or within the context of the African country where you are. Emotional narratives of loss must give way to critical assessment of transferable competencies and market realities. This video examines how South African returnees can convert their acquired skills into income-generating activities while acknowledging structural constraints and necessary adjustments. Number one is trading and retail experience. Many returnees engage in cross-border trading, spaza shop operations, or informal retail in South Africa. This experience includes inventory management, customer relations, customer service, pricing strategies, and supply chain navigation. In Nigeria, these skills can be applied to neighborhood retail, mini-mart operations, or specialized trading like imported food items, household goods, second-hand clothing. However, critical differences exist. Nigerian markets are more fragmented, logistic costs are higher, and regulatory compliance, local government levies, NAFDAC registration for certain goods is more complex. Returnees must conduct market mapping to identify underserved niches rather than replicating saturated models. Success requires adaptation to local consumer preferences, credit management practices, and relationship-based commerce. Number two is handyman and technical skills. Returnees with experience in plumbing, electrical work, carpentry work, welding, upholstery, and many other such skills, repairing refrigerator or general building maintenance, they possess immediately marketable skills. Nigeria's infrastructure deficit ensures sustained demand for competent technicians. The critical challenge is not skill availability, but credibility and customer acquisition. Returnees must look beyond what happened in South Africa and now settle down here and see what they can do with their skill. So returnees must register with local artisans. Let people know that you can do this or you can do that. Those already in the skill and other people who are getting jobs, move around and let people know. So returnees should register with local artisans association, obtain basic toolkits, and establish a visible presence in target communities. In fact, you can start a TikTok account where you talk about your skill, talk about what you can do, and talk about your location. So when people are searching for who can do this in a particular location, you are going to pop up. Like recently, I was trying to buy some wallpapers for my home, and I don't want to go to the market to just buy it. I wanted to see some differences, some varieties. So I went online and I put it there, wallpaper sellers in this particular location. And you know what? Different people popped up in my location, and I interacted with a few of them, and now I bought from one of them. So you also can do that, create social media presence, and talk about your skill. Now, pricing must reflect local realities rather than South African benchmarks. Constraints include irregular power supply, availability of spare parts, and competition from established practitioners. Returnees should consider specialization, e.g. solar installation, inverter repair, and many more, to differentiate themselves and command premium rates. Number 3 is driving and logistics. Many returnees worked as drivers, delivery riders, or logistic coordinators in South Africa. These skills are transferable to Nigerians' expanding ride-hailing, delivery, and logistics sectors. Platforms such as Bolt, Uber, Gokada, and Max offer immediate entry points for drivers with valid licenses and access to vehicles. However, critical constraints include vehicle acquisition cost, fuel price volatility, security risk, and platform commission structures. Returnees without vehicles may explore partnership with vehicle owners or focus on motorcycle delivery where capital requirements are lower. Success depends on route knowledge, customer service, vehicle maintenance, discipline, and income diversification beyond a single platform. Apart from just the platform and this, location also matter. So if you are going to go into this, then you should be staying in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt. These are the 3 hotcake cities where all these that I talk about are still going to sell today. Number 4 is technology and digital skills. Returnees with experience in IT support, basic coding, digital marketing, graphic design, video editing, or social media management can access Nigeria's growing digital economy. The critical advantage is that these skills require minimal physical infrastructure and can serve clients globally. However, the Nigerian digital labor market is highly competitive, with established players and downward pressure on pricing. Returnees must invest in portfolio development, certification, where credible, and networking within tech communities. Reliable internet, consistent power supply, and payment infrastructure like domiciliary account, fintech wallets are prerequisites. Scams targeting freelancers are prevalent around here. Due diligence on clients and platform is non-negotiable. Number 5 way is hospitality and service industry experience. Returnees who worked in restaurants, hotels, cleaning services, or customer-facing roles in South Africa possess soft skills and operational knowledge applicable to Nigeria's hospitality sector. Opportunities exist in hotel management, restaurant supervision, event planning, cleaning services, and customer service roles in corporate organizations. However, the Nigerian hospitality industry is characterized by lower wage structures, irregular payment practices, and limited formal training infrastructure. Returnees should target mid-tier establishments where their experience provides competitive advantage or consider entrepreneurship, e.g. catering, event decoration, professional cleaning services, and many more. Success requires cultural adaptation, relationship building, and realistic income expectation. Critical constraints and necessary adjustments are as follows. Skill transfer is not automatic. Returnees must recognize that South African work experience, while valuable, does not guarantee immediate success in Nigeria or any other African country. Critical adjustments include credential validation. Some skills may require local certification or licensing, e.g. electrical work, driving. Apart from this, you also have to look at market adaptation, pricing, service delivery models, and customer expectation differ significantly between the 2 countries that you're looking at. Then capital limitations. Many returnees lack tools, equipment, or working capital. Creative financing or partnership may therefore be necessary. Then network deficit. Established practitioners have customer bases and referral networks that returnees must build from scratch. Then infrastructure challenges, power, internet, security, and logistic constraints in Nigeria or any other African country may exceed those experienced in South Africa. Then we have now, this is my strategic recommendation. Returnees should conduct a skills audit, identifying competencies with immediate market demand. They should then validate these skills through small-scale pilots before committing significant resources. Partnerships with local practitioners can provide market access and mentorship. Returnees should avoid over-investments in equipment or inventory before confirming demand. Continuous learning and adaptation are essential. The Nigerian market rewards flexibility and resilience. The skills acquired by Nigerians or any other African country in South Africa represent potential economic assets, but only if critically assessed and strategically deployed to the local economy where you are. Emotional narratives of victimhood or entitlement will not generate income. Returnees must approach skill monetization as a business problem acquiring market research, customer validation, and disciplined execution. Success will favor those who combine their South African experience with local market intelligence, realistic expectations, and adaptive strategies. The path forward is neither easy nor guaranteed, but it is something that can be navigated for those who approach it with clarity and also with determination. So if you have just returned from South Africa because of the xenophobic attack and xenophobic riot and thereabout, this is how you can monetize your experience. You have gained experience from South Africa. You're going to South Africa, it cannot be wasted. You have gone there to do something tangible, and now you come back to your country, you should be able to also do something worth the while. So again, my name is Dr. Olubengade, and on this channel I teach you how to make money both online and offline. This is the second video in the series on what those who are returning from South Africa can do as they come back to Nigeria or to come back to any other country that they are returning back to. I'm going to make 7 videos in this series, and then if I see how it goes, I can make more. Take advantage of this series and then check my channel for other videos on how to make money both online and offline. Until I come your way in the next one, I'll see you in the next one. Please subscribe, like, and share. Bye for now.